You guys, we are in freaking insane territory right now with crypto. It is. It's an absolute, it's like a circus. There's sideshow after sideshow happening right now, you know, and it's all entertaining, and people are paying to go see these sideshows. People are paying to play right now, and that's the name of the game. Now, if you're new to the channel, something you understand is anything I show on this channel is not sponsored. Everything I show is something I myself have put my money in, either at seed, private, or even at public, or even bought off market. Okay, so it's gonna be one of those categories. I do buy these tokens. Whatever I share with you, I am invested in. So this is not like something where someone pays me crazy amount of money and I share it with you guys and I try to get you wrecked. That's not how it works here. But for real, right now it is like a freaking circus sideshow. It's like project after project, shaft after shaft. Like right now, honestly, I have been getting into deal after deal, and I'm getting into a point to where it's like getting scary. We're getting close to 2017 territory, where I feel like, you know, the last batch of deals that I get into are going to be worth like nothing. I might actually lose money on those ones. Like, it's just, the worry is absolutely there. I mean, I'm not going to let it stop me. It's part of my risk management. That's why I diversify so much. So, I mean, hopefully that the pain isn't too bad. But today, I'm going to share a success story with you guys, something that's absolutely killing it. Also going to share with you a few other startups coming out that I think will be good for you guys. And if you guys can find a way to squeeze yourself into any of the private or public sales in these bad boys, I think it'll do well for all of you. So before we get too much farther than this, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Now, before I talk about these altcoin freaking head knockers, I want to talk about something that, you know, it's like, I feel like everyone needs to pay attention to this, because I feel this may be the trigger of the next bear market, in my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. I could be wrong. Multiple things could actually cause a bear market. The United States economy can collapse tomorrow from hyperinflation. So I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen that can cause a bear market. And as much as people would like to believe so, crypto is not immune to those things. Crypto tracks technology stocks. If those stocks start to fall, crypto will fall with it. That's just, it's the way it's been. We've been trending like that for the past, 2 years, okay? Synthetics. Synthetics are the name of the game right now when it comes to not just Bitcoin, but it's also even in our market. I'm gonna explain that to you, why synthetics are a big deal here shortly, especially in altcoins. But Microstrategy CEO considers raising more debt to buy Bitcoin. They just bought $1 billion, sorry, 1 million. That's like rookie numbers right there. $1 billion worth of freaking Bitcoin, and their average price of that was $52,765 per coin, guys. Now, is there $1 billion worth of available Bitcoin on either the market or the OTC market? The most common answer you're gonna get is no. There's just not that kind of Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, there's been several exchanges who've already tapped into their reserves, their reserve Bitcoin, to accommodate some of their wells in our space. Okay, so knowing that, most of this, it's not hard to figure out, is synthetics. And now when he says raise debt, it's more than likely that there's $1 billion, okay? Remember, here's right here, you gotta look at this. It's convertible bonds. So these are essentially a synthetic. If you don't want a convertible bond, it's right here. You can do a quick Google search. A convertible bond is a fixed income corporate debt security that yields interest payments, but can be converted into a predetermined number of common stock or equity shares. It's convertible. It is a synthetic. The question I keep asking is, what's gonna happen when all this synthetic Bitcoin starts being sold? And everyone keeps saying, oh no, they'll never sell it. They'll never sell it. That's not how Wall Street works. That's not how these big guys work. They don't sell. You're trying to goddamn tell me that Wall Street and commodity traders don't pull profits. That is what people are trying to tell me. They're trying to tell me that oil never dips, that gold never dips, silver never dips, that anyone who buys corn, okay, any kind of soy products, any of these commodities, they never sell them. They just buy and hoard and hoard and hoard and hoard. They never pull profits. Are you freaking kidding me? That's freaking is not strong enough of a word. But I want you to think about that. At some point, all this synthetics are going to be sold. People will make money. Cash. They're going to buy a freaking yacht. They're going to buy 10 Lambos. I mean, hell, rich people, I mean, you know, the idea that cryptocurrency entrepreneurs have as far as wealth goes is really nothing compared to what old school wealth is about. Okay, these guys are talking about 747 freaking business jets, castles, mansions. Okay, I mean, way beyond the scope of what we imagine as crypto millionaires. Okay, that's the truth. So at the point that they're ready to start cashing in on that stuff, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But speaking of synthetics are a big thing. Okay, even in our space, we have a lot of leverage trading. We have a lot of margin trading. We do have synthetics now. We have loans. We have platforms that create synthetics that so is part of the lending platforms in the DeFi ecosystem. Synthetics are growing. Okay, now Antimatter. I do have money in this bad boy. This I can't say that it'll be like one of the biggest coins or biggest projects of the year. But I'm pretty, how can you say, confident that Antimatter is going to be a very relevant, really relevant entity in crypto for the next several years. I think in 2021 it might have not like a super big explosive growth, but a meaningful growth from those who already adopt DeFi. And let me explain. As you can see here on the homepage, a simple, lightweight, on-chain DeFi derivative protocol. Polarized token mechanisms with tokenized perpetual derivatives. Interesting. Synthetics, right? So basically, it's lightweight, on-chain, and cross-chain DeFi perpetual options protocol based on a polarized token mechanism. Basically, summarizing all that fancy jargon, the Uniswap for options and derivatives. This is sexy. Like, this is very sexy. Options and derivatives on a Uniswap platform or Uniswap style platform, made simpler, made more accessible, clean. Your DeFi OGs are going to love this. I think it'll be a slow adoption by everyone else, kind of like Uniswap is in general. It was a slow adoption by retail. It took a long time. Your DeFi guys jumped on there quick. It just kind of resonated. Your crypto OGs who understood technology and the relevance of it jumped on it quick. It was a small population, and then it grew out to retail and everybody else. I feel this right here is going to have meaningful growth amongst the DeFi know-hows, and it'll be a lot like a Uniswap, but I think slower. But that being said, I think this is going to have a lot of stability. I think that the initial price action is going to be crazy on this just because tis the freaking season. But Antimatter, just based off the technology, it's gonna have a pretty solid foundation. It's gonna have some longevity to it. So definitely something you want to go and check out for yourself. And this DocSend I'm actually looking at, you can find on the Antimatter website. Just go here to antimatter.finance, and then you click on summary, and it'll break this down right here so you can get an understanding. And I think anybody who has been in the space long enough will understand why I'm very bullish on this, but also at the same time, I'm more on the cautious side as far as its growth and adoption, just because of what it is. Something else I need to mention here, Prometheus Labs introduces ColdStack, Uber for clouds. Now, Prometheus, Prosper, they're like all one in the same, like the same group of people. Like, I mean, if you need anything to tell you that, or I might put it this way, if you have any doubts that ColdStack is going to do well, go look at what Prosper has done. Look at what Prosper has done since launch. Look at what Prometheus has been doing. Both of them been animals. Both of them I shared with you guys early. One of them, and actually both of them, have made my audience pretty damn good money. Some of you guys are wealthy off of this. Now, ColdStack, this is a whole new animal put together by two beasts that's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a monster. I don't know if it's going to be like, you know, monster like 1000X, but it's going to be a monster in the sense that I feel it will have a lot of reliability as far as when it gets to launch, as far as its pricing goes, as far as its development goes, because the people behind Prosper and Prometheus, they're pretty solid guys. They have a really solid foundation. They don't play the nasty games a lot of guys like to play. And ColdStack, well, I'll tell you what, read it for yourself. Check out the technology and tell me how all the things that you could see going wrong with this, because I could see a lot of things going right. Now, something else I want to talk about here is Jigstack DAO. They actually just acquired ICO rating to kind of strengthen the Launchpad Lemonade platform that they've got going on. Pretty cool stuff. Jigstack, you're going to see Jigstack making a lot of waves very soon. A lot of people are going to be talking about it. You're hearing it from me first. Okay, I guarantee you this. You heard Antimatter from me first. You heard about Jigstack from me first. You heard about ColdStack from me first. A lot of things you heard from me first. This is another one that you're going to hear everyone else jump onto later. Okay, I promise you, Jigstack is going to get a lot of influencer attention. Now, something else to keep in mind. Why Jigstack is a Microsoft to DeFi. It's a pretty goddamn good read. I would definitely give this a read and understand Jigstack to the best of your ability. But what I would like for you guys to do, okay, is take the time and do some research on Jigstack. In the comments section below, lay out the questions that you guys have about it, the things that you don't understand or the things that you want to understand about Jigstack. And I'll do a follow-up video breaking it down before anyone else does. Now, public mint. This one is like, I'm so excited about this one. I am heavily invested in this. So, let me emphasize something. I'm going to de-risk. When this thing goes live, when the TGE happens and it hits the exchange, I'm going to de-risk. A lot of other people are going to de-risk also. That means whatever they initially invested, they're going to try their best to get that out. That means the likelihood of losing money is a lot less. It's just good risk management, okay? That being said, please do not buy the dang token the second it hits the freaking exchange. This isn't financial advice. This is just person-to-person talking. I believe public mint is going to go through the freaking moon. How it's going to initially react, you just don't know. You just don't know how these things go. Public mint is going to be a BlockFi done better. Just to kind of summarize that and clean that up. It's got a lot of muscle behind it. It's got all the right pieces inside of the ecosystem to where I feel like public mint will be like a BlockFi on steroids. I feel like it'll be more of a standard. I don't think BlockFi will actually be able to compete with what public mint is trying to do, especially if you kind of break down what public mint has already done, what they have in the works. It's going to be huge. Now, this is very important. This is very important. The reason I'm emphasizing the caution, okay? The reason I'm trying to emphasize that you exercise caution, can't even speak straight over here, is here on Twitter you can see, with the full support of Polka Starter. I mean, when you hear the words Polka Starter, okay, and a launch, it's like all you hear is the angels singing at the same time. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I mean, with a more of a heavenly tune, okay, not an obnoxious influencer tune. But with the full support of Polkastar, we're happy to inform our community the new public mint IDO date is February 26th. Okay? So find them on Twitter. Find them on Twitter. Do what you got to do to jump on this bad boy. I am very, very, very bullish on this one. Now, what I like about this, if you know, you know. Check this out. Look at all these things tied together with Wolf Crypto, Public Mint, Eternity, Unmarshal. I'm not in that one. I'm not in Convergence. I don't think I'm in Convergence. And then Euler. This one, oh my God, I can't wait for Euler. We're going to have another follow-up video. I know I've mentioned Euler multiple times, but Euler is going to, I think, to be like the #1 project for the next year or so. But back on Public Mint. Public Mint is, yeah, get on Twitter, follow instructions, do what you need to do. And again, when this one hits the market, just don't go crazy right away. There's only one token I'm actually going to do that with. And if you've watched my previous videos, you know which one it is. And I'm going to do a follow-up on that probably in the next couple days. I think actually next week. Next week, I'll do a follow-up on that. Now, let's talk about some success stories really quick. Freaking Klondike. Klondike. When I first told you guys, when I first said, hey, I'm going to... Klondike has been that little thing I've been buying. That little thing I've been putting money into every time I see a dip. I think the last time I mentioned that was like when it was less than $100, and I mentioned another time it was around $150. It is over freaking $200 today. It hit 338. I'm actually watching this dip. I know you guys are thinking I'm going to be crazy, but if I see this correct just a little bit more, I'm probably going to buy me another bag of this. I know it seems really high. I've kind of dollar cost averaged my way up, not down on this, just because there's only 1 million tokens. The guys behind Klondike are absolute animals. They're good developers. They have sound ideas. And they don't cater to retail. Here's the thing. They're not really focused on trying to get the retail normies in there. This is more of an exclusive kind of a club thing. That's honest to God's truth. That's how I feel about Klondike. And if you don't believe me, look at the amount of holders. 417 holders. This dude right here, the #1 wallet, bought freaking Klondike 18 days ago. And it was like worth like $4 million at one point. Now it's $150 million. I mean, so the wallets that get into this bad boy, they get fat. They do get fat. So, and there's only 417 wallets right now. So I'm telling you, this is more of an exclusive, like in the club kind of thing. But yeah, that's all I do have for today. I know it's kind of a brief, kind of a run through video. A lot of money to be made right now. The thing that worries me most is all the freaking Bitcoin synthetics and the games being played by Wall Street. I feel that'll be the biggest disruptor at the point they want to pull profits. But between now and then, I'm going to go ahead and keep plugging away and trying to make as much money as possible and sharing with you guys all the things that I am going to invest in or have invested in or even market buy. All right, so next week, I'm going to go more in detail about the actual coin that I will market buy the day it hits, the moment it hits, because I feel a lot of other people will do the same, okay? I'll do that next week, and if you follow my channel, you already know which coin that is. I believe in it that much. And yeah, that's all I have for today, so you guys enjoy, and hopefully I'll do another one either tomorrow or the next day, because I do have 2 more projects that I need to talk to you guys about that I did get some money into. And I feel like it's only fair if I get something into it, if I actually get invested, I try my best to keep you guys updated. So like I've literally, every time I get into something, whether it's a market buy or it's an early investment, I try to share it with you guys. So yeah, tomorrow or the next day, I'll try and put that content out for you guys. All right, so listen, that's all I have for today. Peace out.